A phone is stolen every 7.5 minutes in London. We hear some of your stories and go out with police teams trying to catch the snatchers. Tonight, a special programme on catching the snatchers.
You, stop.
We've been out with police teams on the roads.
Good catch.
Up in the air.
Tactical contact made and is running southbound.
And on the raids.
To the tank, give me your hand. Give me your hand.
Trying to catch the phone snatchers. Plus,
you've been sending us your stories of how this common crime impacts you.
hello and welcome to the programme. Great to have you with us this evening, as tonight we bring you a special investigation about a crime in the capital we should all be wary of. In fact, maybe you or someone you know has had their phone snatched in London. Here, more than 180 phones are reported stolen every single day, and the impact on victims can be devastating. We'll hear some of your experiences as you've been getting in touch with your stories. We'll also have tips and advice, including what you can delete from your phone as soon as possible to protect your information. But we start with a special report from Jessica Ure, who's been out with police teams catching the snatchers.
London is now the epicentre of phone theft in Europe. On average, a phone is now stolen every 7.5 minutes. Run by organised crime groups who have pivoted to stealing phones. Snatchers can fetch up to £400 per handset. And they're using these. They're lightweight electric motorbikes called Surons, reaching speeds of up to 60 miles an hour.
Go, go. Oh, please! Get
One of the key tools being used by the thieves is tin foil. It's used to wrap around the stolen phones to stop their location being detected.
Could have killed us, could have killed a member of the public, and you're out here robbing people. Oh, shut up. What's with the tin foil for there?
But catching snatchers is hard. We're out with the Met on an operation trying to find them.
The Sauron's been seen coming into this roundabout from where we've just come.
Delta 10, towards the street on cycles, please, over. To the right, one of the street, stand by.
This time, as is often the case, the suspects get away.
Could I just confirm with CCTV it was 100% a Sauron?
Yes, yes. They were fully covered, face covering, all black clothing, 2 up.
Oh, 2 up.
What does 2 up mean?
It means there was 2 people on the Sauron.
When there's 2 people on it, it's more indicative of it being involved in criminal offences, which makes it even more frustrating when we've lost it.
But the police are playing catch-up. To keep up with the snatchers, they've started using Surons themselves.
They hate us having them, they hate them being out, they hate seeing them. And from our point of view, and from the public's point of view, that's excellent. You know, if we can deter the offending, ideal. But if they want to come out and play, then we'll be there to pursue them and put them in front of a court.
Where's he gone?
On the streets of the City of London.
Stop there for me. Just stop. Pull over here. Just pull in here for me. Yeah, jump off your bike. Sorry? Get off. Just get off your bike. Yeah.
Officers are targeting suspect electric bikes.
51 kilometres, right, an hour. Right, listen. This doesn't matter about speed. This is illegal. Makes it a motorcycle.
Alongside the Surons, electric bikes are the snatchers' favourite mode of transport.
Some of these phone snatchers will dress up as gig economy riders. That can be through just wearing a jacket or just having a bag on their back. Those bags sort of serve 2 purposes for them. It's not just a disguise. They can chuck the phones in the back, it's foil line, and they think it stops the GPS signals.
You, stop. Stop there for me, jump off your bike. Told ya.
No idea. Yeah? Good catch.
The illegal bikes are seized by the police.
Yeah, it will be, yeah. You head back, mate. Yeah.
The impact phone theft can have on a victim is undeniable.
I've only been here for 6 months and I've had 2 phones snatched already. I just felt someone like sort of come past me and then they just snatched the phone out of my hand and then I realised, oh my gosh, it's happening again. So I'm just screaming at them and they were running for quite a while. I think it was ended up being 5 minutes I was running and chasing them.
Emma posted the footage online. It went viral and she was inundated with messages.
I just put my phone in my bag straight away. I don't take it out unless I need to. And that's not how we should live at all.
In central London, many tourists seem unaware of the threat from passing phone snatchers. This man is taking matters into his own hands.
Watch out, you guys! Picky pockets! Picky pockets!
Delivery driver Diego Galdino became a pickpocket hunter in his spare time, after seeing pickpockets on London streets every day. His posts online have been viewed by millions.
Attention, guys! Pickpockets! Pickpocket! Pickpocket to under arrest!
Actually, my instinct, you know, like I see it every single day, so I have like a filter on my mind. I realize the crimes around the city getting worse day by day. They are covered faces, they always in a couple of people, never alone. But yeah, mainly they are in group. When it's happened, like you can find the item because they already passed for someone. So I always try to shout before they grab the item.
Attention, guys! Pickpockets! Watch your bag, man! Attention, pickpocket! 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 Watch your bag! Why are you here to stealing?
The community is not feeling safe, you know, like that is the problem.
From the streets to the skies, phone snatchers are also pursued from the air. The National Police Air Service has a regional base in Essex, supporting different police teams across the capital.
Through a zebra crossing at 5.2 miles an hour in a 2-0.
Here, they're tracking a snatcher on a motorbike.
It's gone the wrong side of the road, so temporarily high risk. Tactical contact made and is running southbound Fife Road.
We are the phone snatcher's worst nightmare. Once we get overhead, the odds of them getting away dramatically reduce.
He's running generally towards the park. And the driver of that vehicle is on your right, behind that van there. Rider detained, Fife Road, outside number 3.
We have powerful cameras that allow us to zoom right in to sort of granular detail and get sort of really good descriptions of suspects.
This rider's wearing all black gloves. He's got some sort of navy trousers on, puffer jacket with a small white motif. Approaching the junction, red ATS, taken to the pavement, high risk, high risk.
We have quite a unique perspective on London and can see a lot more than people on the roads. So we do get called quite a lot to area searches and things like that.
The mere presence of a helicopter being in that area can be a real deterrent. Obviously we're quite a big, noisy aircraft, and if we're 1,000 foot over Westminster, there's been a spate of robberies, you'll often get the suspects hear or see the helicopter and go to ground.
Venue 7, let's go.
As well as pursuing snatchers on the street, the Met say they're targeting the wider criminal networks.
We're not exactly subtle, but I'd rather not make our presence known until the last possible second.
Here, it's a prolific snatching gang in southwest London. They're making arrests, targeting 8 addresses at once.
Police officers! Police, stay there, mate. Stay there. It's all right. It's only police. It's police. For the tank. Give me your hand. Give me your hands. Give me your hands.
Mate, the time is 7:02. You're under arrest for conspiracy to commit robbery, conspiracy to commit theft, and conspiracy to commit fraud by false representation, all right?
One coming down.
But the battle is far from over. Many Londoners will take some convincing that the police are winning the fight against the phone snatchers.
And I'm pleased to say Jess joins me now. A real insight there on the ground, especially with police. Does it feel like the Met is getting a hold of this problem?
Well, Riz, you've seen in that report there, the snatchers really are so hard to catch. They're actually using lightweight electric motorbikes, which reach speeds of up to 60 miles an hour. They drive on pavements and close to pedestrians. They really are hard for the police to catch. But actually part of the police strategy has been to invest in their own like-for-like electric bikes, which actually do seem to have a bit of a deterrent effect. I've been out on these patrols when the police are on them, and actually the snatchers seem to kind of disappear from the streets when they're out. Another part of their strategy has actually been to tackle the organised crime groups who are fueling this rise in phone theft, as well as actually going after the individual snatchers.
And can I ask, what are the chances, if you have had your phone stolen, of this type of crime being solved?
Well, the reality is 75% of phones that are stolen in London will actually get shipped abroad. That's mostly to China or North Africa. And they get there relatively quickly. So we've seen phones end up there in as little as 2 weeks. So the chances are, if you have a phone snatched, it's unlikely that you're going to get it back. But if we look at some of the Met data on this issue, specifically positive outcomes, that's where crime ends in either a charge or conviction or some kind of a resolution. It's sitting at just over 1% for stolen phones for this year, so it is pretty low. There has been some improvement, and in the last month that's risen to 2%, but it is actually an outlier for the force overall in terms of crime statistics as things stand.
OK. Jess, thank you very much indeed for that. As I mentioned, a real insight there. Talking of which, we did ask you to get in touch and share your experiences of phone thefts and the impact it's had on you. Well, we have had quite the response. Anna O'Neill has been on Phone Watch in the BBC London Lounge. There she is, and can tell us more. Over to you, Anna.
Thank you, Riz. Yes, this has clearly touched a nerve with so many of you because we have been absolutely inundated with messages of your stories and experiences. Joanne got in touch. She said, my young niece was standing on the front steps of her flat when a guy on an e-bike snatched her phone right out of her hands. Stuart got in touch with us as well. He said a cyclist came out of the dark, totally covered up like a ninja, caught me unawares and deftly grabbed the phone out of my hand. My phone was swiped from my hand in Regent's Park, said Mark. I believe that had the police followed up, their escape route and destination could have been located. Talking about the robbers there, of course. And Catherine told us, I witnessed a mobile phone theft in Bethnal Green. The bike sped away, nearly hitting a woman with a pram. It all happened in seconds. And some of you have even sent us video messages.
I got pickpocketed outside Sainsbury's in Chiswick last year. Thankfully, because I have a landline and kept paper copies of documentation, including bank details, it made it a lot easier because without my mobile phone, I had no way of using multi-factor authentication to access things. The bank actually refunded the 6k the thief spent on my credit card, and because I kept the till receipts, the police were able to identify the time it happened on the CCTV, and the guy was caught, arrested, tried, imprisoned by July, and he will soon be deported.
They sped up and they grabbed my mobile phone out of my hand, knocking me over in the process and dislocating my right shoulder. And I had to have several rounds of surgery to correct it.
When I looked down, my shopping trolley was open, my handbag had gone. I couldn't call anyone because all my contacts was on my phone. Basically, my life was on my phone, so I had no money, no cards, no contacts, just my bus pass.
And we want to say thank you to everybody who got in touch with us, either by calling BBC Radio London or sending us a WhatsApp or an email. I want to assure you that we read each and every one of your messages. And if you want to find out more on this story, you can go to BBC London online, where there are useful links and tips. And also you can carry on the conversation in the comments section. Back to you, Riz.
Well, this does seem, doesn't it, a good point to get some advice on how to protect ourselves. We heard some from Christian there, and protect our information. Here's Lakshmi Gopal with some important tips.
With a phone stolen in London every 7.5 minutes on average, let's have a look at what you can do to reduce the risk. Well, the best advice is to try to avoid being a target in the first place. The police recommend keeping your phone use to a minimum while you're out and about on the street, so no texting while walking. Criminals often use bikes or mopeds when snatching devices, so avoid being near the road with your phone. Make the most of all the phone security available, including a keypad lock and fingerprint or facial recognition, to try to stop thieves having easy, immediate access to your phone contents. Speaking of your phone contents, think about what's in your phone's photo albums. For example, many of us have photos of our passports or driving licences. While they're useful for reference, it's safest to delete them so those details don't risk falling into the wrong hands. Make sure you know your IMEI number. That's a unique 15-digit number that can be used to identify your phone. You can just go into your settings to find it or dial *#06# and the number will just appear. There are things you can do after your phone is stolen. Try to access it remotely using a laptop, tablet or another phone to potentially lock it, track its location and even shut it down remotely. Tell your network provider as soon as possible so they can block the phone and give them your IMEI number. Inform your bank so they can disable your payment methods. Report it to the police and your insurance company. And importantly, change your passwords to any account containing sensitive information such as your online banking or emails.
That's Lakshmi there with some tips on how to protect your information. Many of us in the newsroom were going through that list quite diligently. Well, you can get more on this story by watching the BBC London documentary Fighting the Phone Snatchers, and that's available on iPlayer right now.